What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 AI only Atlanteuropa battle. We're back with it early, mainly because I started the game, and I don't know, if you've ever experienced a really laggy Civ game, sometimes it's better to just leave it on and not turn it off, or you may never be able to open it up again. And that is the case with this. We're at 50 turns further in. I know I said I'd do 100. This took me 5 hours, so that was a bit of a bold estimate, and I'll probably only be able to make one, but I have some more videos to make as well. Hopefully, the Commerce series is not forgotten about. It's just, this is important. Like, I'm excited by this. So we're 50 turns in the future. The game is now so laggy, I can't move when I click next turn. The camera just freezes till the end of the turn. It's pretty scary. It moves very slowly and jaggedly, and that's how I managed to turn it off, because I've just had it on the single auto end turn thing. It's looking pretty crazy. I haven't actually looked at the info addicts. I haven't even looked that much around the map. I have noticed a few things, so I'm just going to show you around. The technology advances have been pretty quick. I don't know why they were so held up, but it's just been an explosion in the last 50 turns of cool technology. I think last episode, maybe the Garamantes had a plane. Now I think Poland has some ridiculously incredible units. Oh, the game is frozen now. It's not even working normally. This is going to be a disaster, but it's fine. I'm not going to do this as the final episode. It might end up being. I'm going to obviously try and get the results. I'll try and pick the winner, but that's not going to be in this one. But it might end up being the final one if things just don't work out properly. But I just wanted to get it done, get it over with. I think this series has been such a pain. I've put the other ones on hold. I just want to finish this one, and then my mind can be at rest. That this disaster, not disaster, it has been epic. We just haven't been able to see the epicness. I didn't understand why this battle was causing so many issues, but looking at the map now, this is probably actually the biggest battle ever, mainly because we used too few civs on a massive map. Like, even compared to the world maps, the number of cities some of these civs have is ridiculous. There are so many powerful civs on this map. I think all of them are left, bar the odd couple, are huge. So that's obviously playing a big part. Here we have Scandinavia. Pretty cool. It's what I've been watching. Don't know why. It's just what it was left on. Actually, most of the time I was watching the sea. Yep, it's frozen again. This is going to be very difficult, okay? Portugal still has Iceland, so let's skip that. You can see the issues we are facing right now. It is frozen again. Here is the British Isles. Pretty scary, as you will now. Oh my goodness. Right, this is it. I'm calling it. This is done. I'll probably go and do the info addicts afterwards. I haven't totted up the score. It's probably going to be at the end of this episode now, because I'm fed up. This will probably just be a huge episode. You can probably tell I've been away from the channel a bit. Obviously, I've been very busy with my job and other things that I've started. So, that's annoying. But this series, I'm going to be honest, there has been times I have had time and I've just said, no, I'm not doing this today. So I'm going to be glad to see it gone. No fair. It's been an amazing series, but whether it's one of the mods, whether it's, I don't know, my computer getting old, this has been a train wreck from pretty early on. Like, it was turned 200, it fell apart. Like, if it fell apart at like 350, I'd just be like, oh, that's it. But we're not even at 350 yet. But there we go. As you can see, the UK has taken France. The Garamantes played a big part in that. The Dutch also fell. I saw something earlier, and yes, okay, it's ruined. There was a moment earlier. You can see now Venice has fallen to Portugal. But they do have this city down here, which is kind of nice. I don't want to move the mouse because it freezes again. But yeah, they did at one point hold both of them. So that was pretty cool. In fact, I think they held the one above it, and then they must have got this one as well. Pretty cool. Spain has survived, so has Portugal, to be fair to them. The Garamantes showed them some mercy, I guess. We're frozen again, as you can see by all these green numbers that freeze. Mali has just died. That was very recently, I think, this turn. You can see the capital bubble on the right. Mali did just die. So there we go. That's the Songhai looking pretty strong. Austria is colonizing the Sahara Desert. Show them some respect, I guess. That's pretty cool. The Ottomans are dead. I'm trying to get over there. Just give me a minute. I think the game's going to crash at some point soon. Here we go. Egypt. Maybe, I think if I do this, it won't freeze. If I don't actually let go, that's when there's the issue. So Egypt grew out this way. To be honest, I don't know who the cities belong to at this point. It's been a while. They may have taken some stuff from the Ottomans. They grabbed some stuff up here. Greece played the bigger part in the killing of the Ottomans. Nope, it's frozen again. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying so hard. Armenia is still around, although they lost a lot to the Khazar, who are doing very well, and they're now invading Babylon, actually. Pretty scary. And now there's just basically the main areas left. The Huns, this area didn't change too much, to be fair. There's a lot, obviously all the Russian Novgorod settling we saw previously to fill up the map. I know, where's the mouse gone? There it is. Russia and Novgorod have been permanently at war with Poland, and I think they just killed Lithuania. I don't think that Poland ever had that. Lithuania did just die to Sweden as well. But yeah, this war's been pretty much ongoing. It's been a pretty cool saga, but neither team is winning. I mean, to be fair, it's like Novgorod and Russia throwing everything at Poland, and Poland are just like brushing them off and not really worrying about them. I will look at the info addicts in a... Let's do it now. I was going to do it now. I do have to top up the score separately. Actually, no, I want to do it after I top up the score as usual, so I will be back after a cut in a second. Okay, so I have totted the scores up. I know who wins. Sadly, it's still lagging in the info addict, so we're going to give them a miss because it will just take forever. And they're not always the most useful thing. We didn't use them at all in the last battle, and it was fine. So you can't win them all. It doesn't matter too much. I did the normal thing. I totted up the scores. 10 points for coming first in a category, 9 for second, and I removed all the categories that are either a bit broken or don't work. Like there's some where just there's so many civs with the same amount that it doesn't actually, like, it's a bit unfair to score them. There's somewhere if they were the same, I just didn't look, so there's an error in the system. But we've got to have a way of picking a winner. Okay, we can't just do it all by eye, or nothing would ever work. So we do have 10 winners. I have 2 people that picked them right. There's a potential third, but I'm sorry, you didn't comment exactly what their name was, and you didn't really, I don't know. There was a weird comment. Sorry if you did pick this civ and it was wrong. But yeah, I'll get to that last. We'll start, I guess, with some honourable mentions, which are the people that just missed out. And I say just missed out. The winner dominated the info addicts. They only lost 4 categories. They came second in 3 of them that they lost, and there was one of the random ones they didn't win, which was like, you either focus on it or you don't. They obviously didn't. That was great works, I think. So that was fine for them. But apart from that, pretty spread out scores around the board for the rest of them. Actually, to be fair, second was also, like, they were miles behind first, but they were just as far ahead of third, and then it was a little bit closer. More interesting. So we'll start with 10th place, I guess. No honourable mentions. Everyone was actually miles away. Like, there's no one in 11th place even worth calling out. So another huge gap there. 10th place, Greece. Pretty cool game. Obviously, the Atlanteuropa. It's nice to see some of the civs that have been affected by the removal of the Mediterranean here. A lot of their land is from the Ottomans, but still, pretty cool that they're here. And yeah, they did a pretty interesting game. I think if we went longer, Poland probably would take them out, and Egypt, both around them. But yeah, they did pretty well. So good job, Greece. They took out Byzantium, took some stuff off the Ottomans. Pretty cool. They had 32 points, by the way. Those of you that are familiar with the system want to have an idea. 8 points ahead of them with 40 was Portugal. Pretty good job. They obviously are a bit spread out. They have Italy or Rome. Damn it, it's frozen. They have my pick, the Vandals. Nice. And they have Portugal itself, which is pretty cool. And Iceland, amongst other islands, by the look of it. I don't really want to click too far away in case we get stuck. Nope, that's just the UK. But yeah, they did pretty well. Very spread out. Don't know how they held on to it all. But nice job. On 40 points, up into 8th. 7 points ahead is 47 is the Garamantes. Another civ that's very spread out, but very much made the most of there being no Mediterranean Sea. Spread all the way from southern France down here to North Africa. Another pretty cool empire. Mainly taking stuff from France and the Vandals, but apart from that, they just settled. They're pretty isolated, so that's cool for them. Up into 7th, only 5 points ahead now. I said it's pretty close for some of these. Is Great Britain, mainly spurred on by their late invasion of the Netherlands and the French. Sorry, it's loading. You can see the issues we're having here. There we go. So yeah, Paris was the only thing left, and I mean, that's probably because they couldn't peace out for it, and they'll probably take it next time. So that's a pretty scary prospect. In 6th, 12 points ahead, a little bit of a gap again. It's the Songhai. Again, mainly just settled their cities. A few things they took from Morocco really early, and I don't even think, looking at the cities they have, I don't even think they took out Mali. Looks like Morocco did that all by themselves, which is quite impressive. So wow. But there you go, Songhai in 6th. Now to the big 5, top 5. In 5th, 70 points. They're a real letdown, really, considering they might be the civ breaking the whole game. It is Novgorod. They're just here. They did okay. They settled a lot. I don't think they've taken any of these cities over. There's a puppet at the top. Don't know where that came from. I'm guessing Poland. They've been at war like the whole game. But yeah, didn't really do that much and still only came 5th. So not that great. But yeah, credit to them, I guess, where it's due. They were one of the... No, they didn't take a category off Poland. I thought they were one of them, but no, they weren't. 4th place then, 8 points ahead on 78. Obviously, if you've watched previous series, you'll know this is quite low numbers for some of these civs. Up to 4. Normally, the top 5 all have 100 plus. And the Khazar came in 4th, 78 points. Again, another civ that settled their own. They took a bit off the Huns, who are probably the biggest exemption of this list. Maybe a bit harsh, but they just didn't do that well, obviously. They came down and took Armenia out of the mountains as well, particularly their main Armenia, or Armenia's capital, which is obviously a pretty difficult task, so credit to them for that one. And now I guess we should move on to the top 3. 3rd place, 87 points. Still not in that 100 mark is Russia. Yep, just didn't even click. They have cities spooled all over the place. I don't know what they're going on there. Look like they've been at war with Poland. Maybe they're just chilling next to them. Who knows? But yeah, they've done pretty well again. Another civ that's not really done that much war though. Most of it is just cities they've settled. Big 2. Egypt came 2nd, just straight up. I would have clicked, but we've frozen again. This is ridiculously embarrassing. I don't know if the video is any good either, like the recording, because obviously my PC is struggling to run the game, let alone the recording of it as well. Egypt, another civ, lots of settling, and no one attacked them, but definitely the coolest of the Atlanteuropa civs. They really, really flourished with this idea. The Eastern Mediterranean, very much full of their cities and giving them a good shot at this game. So that was pretty cool. 108 points for them. They just scraped in, miles ahead of Russia, as I said, 21 points. And now with 140, I mean, I think we knew for a while the last info addict check and probably the most dominant display we have ever seen in an AI-only battle, despite not looking that dominant, but definitely a statistical domination for them at least. We've seen some very scary civs before, but this is statistical domination. And most importantly, of all the civs we've listed so far, apart from maybe Great Britain and Portugal and Greece, who all finished in the lower end, I mean 3 of the bottom 4, they've all been outside of what you'd consider Europe, you know, they're the outsider civs that usually do well on this map, Africa and Eastern Europe, Far Eastern Europe. But it's Poland, from just Eastern Europe. They did very well. Their empire stretches all the way from the top of the Black Sea across to the Baltic Sea and Germany and Denmark. An incredible game from them. Technologically, they are miles ahead of everyone else at this point. They've put in a real good game. So, congratulations to them. Congratulations to Ike Reviews or IKE Reviews. I don't know. One or the other. And Just John. And you know what? There was someone that commented Polonia. Now, obviously, I don't know why that would be, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Actually, I'm gonna find you now, just you know, just in case. Just gonna take. I don't want to upset anybody, so I'm gonna do it. Maybe this act of giving and kindness will restore my soul, because I don't know what I did to deserve this series. It was a cool idea, but the practicality of it has been dreadful. It has. It's been a weird one. I have not wanted to make these videos though, I'm going to be brutally honest. Glad it's over, glad it's done. We can move on to some new series. I can hopefully regain some passion. Charles Eric Levesque. I knew it was something like French sounding. There's lots of accents in that. I probably got that completely wrong too. You commented Polonia. I'm going to assume that's like a Polish, Cologne, Germany kind of thing going on. I'll give it a guess. I mean, they own the city of Cologne, so this city has spared you, basically. But that's going to be it for this series. I'm going to be honest, for the first time I've ever said this, I'm glad to see the back of it. Sorry I can't show you the info addicts. I mean, I could, but it's really slow, and I don't want to. So, gonna take the high road on this one. Hopefully I'll be back very soon with some more videos. I've sort of gone away from a schedule, I think. I might just do what I want to do for a bit, just to recover, because this has been a mess. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.